Yeah. Oh, man, that was a rough one.
Guys, shh.
I'm Lardo.
And I'm Burley.
We're the Moron brothers. Welcome to our Christmas special.
What's so special about it?
Well, I got you something other than long underwear this year.
That is special.
Yeah, I thought so.
I remember some Christmas souls that weren't too special.
Why?
Because Santa Claus always liked you best, that's why.
I don't know why you say that.
He got you a ball glove.
Well, what did he get you that year? I remember that ball glove.
Toilet brush.
That's right, he got you a toilet brush. That was pretty funny. You liked that little toilet brush, didn't you? My ball glove was a good one.
Yeah, well, I'm happy for you.
How'd you like your toilet brush?
It's all right, but I had to go back to paper.
I remember we did have a good Christmas one time. Oh,
Yeah.
you remember it?
Yeah.
When Christmas come to the country, was a happy time of year. Mom bake a jam cake, cook an old wild goose, and hard candy everywhere. That little old sharecropper shack beamed with happiness. There's one Christmas that we'll never forget, turned out to be the best. A few days before Christmas, Dad hitched a mule to an old mud sled he made. He'd go down the holler, us kids would follow, and spend most half the day. We'd hunt till we found the biggest and the fluffiest cedar tree by far. Take it home and trim it with popcorn, top it with a tin-foil star. I was the littlest one that year. Daddy held me way up high. When I placed a star on top of the tree, something in it caught my eye. Was a big old gray paper ball. What it was, I couldn't guess. Things warmed up on Christmas Eve. It turned out to be a hornet's nest. Hornet was a buzzing, Mama was a fussing. One time my cousin on his left ear, running hard as we could go through the drifting snow. Had to spend Christmas in the barn that year. When things cooled off, Daddy went back in, told us to stay where we's at. Grabbed coats and quilts and Mama's old Bible, fighting hornets with his hat. That night we huddled together, keep each other warm. Mama read from the Bible about the first family that ever spent Christmas in the barn. Next morning, went back in, thought them hornets had froze. Mama started cooking up a Christmas dinner, Daddy built a fire in the stove. Kids all started playing. Once again, the house got hot. Daddy took a bite of goose and he turned it loose, said, "Run for all you got." Hornet was a buzzing, Mama was a fussing. One time my cousin on his right ear, running hard as we could go through the drifting snow. Had to spend Christmas in the barn that year. Well, we all get together, and we still go to Mom and Dad's. Love to tell the story about the best Christmas we ever had. How that night we huddled together, keep each other warm. Mama still read the Bible about the first family that ever spent Christmas in the barn. Hornet was a buzzing, Mama was a fussing. One time I couldn't do his underwear, running hard as we could go through the drifting snow. Had to spend Christmas in the barn that year. Best Christmas has been in the barn that year. You know, I remember one year you got a new pair of boots. Christmas. That's all your Christmas present wasn't bad.
No, they nice boots.
They had a rubber snake down in his boots. They had him all set up. And when he opened them presents, he seen everybody getting around him, gonna take his picture, and he got a little edgy. But then he seen it was a new pair of boots. They had a rubber snake down inside one of them. He run his hand down in them boots and everybody took his picture, but he wasn't in it.
Nicknamed me Flash.
He's quicker than he looks like. You know, my granddaughter, she asked me one time about why people was fighting over presents on Black Friday one time. And that ain't what Christmas is about. And I got to thinking maybe we need to do something about writing a song about a real Christmas present. What Christmas is really about. What do you think? Christmas has always been a most happy time. Thinking back on my childhood was a favorite of mine. Lie in bed restless all night Christmas Eve, wondering what old Santa Claus had brought me. I still see a red wagon underneath of the tree. The year I got the new bike was special to me. Slowly grew older, the true meaning meant more. Best Christmas present never came from a store. Oh, the best Christmas present I ever received came from God the Father the day I believed. He gave us forgiveness for the wrong we had done on the very first Christmas when He gave us His Son. Hard candy, fruit baskets, goodwill in the air. Family would gather that time every year. All exchange presents, sing songs, laugh and shout. The best Christmas present, what it all was about. Oh, the best Christmas present I ever received came from God the Father the day I believed. He gave us forgiveness for the wrong we had done on the very first Christmas when He gave us His Son. Now as I sit and watch all the young ones play, I thank God I still feel that old joy that way. Tell them of the best gifts so they'll know, and then Christmas will always be happy for them. Oh, the best Christmas present I ever received came from God the Father the day I believed. He gave us forgiveness for the wrong we had done on the very first Christmas when He gave us His Son. Happy birthday, dear Jesus. Merry Christmas, everyone. Talking about Christmas presents, we got a buddy down in South America, Miami, Florida. That's about as south in America as you can get. He sends us a Christmas present every year. Boy, he's a good friend. I remember he sent me last year a big old basket of mangoes and guavas and fruit, and I don't know what all was in there, but it was a good. He sent you a big old paw parrot.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to ask you how you like that paw parrot.
Oh, I liked him a lot.
Yeah.
Tasted like chicken.
You eat the paw parrot?
That's how I know he tasted like chicken.
Do you know that thing could speak in 3 different languages?
He should have said something in English.
Well, anyway, I remember one Christmas it wasn't too good. It was pretty lousy. I've got a little Christmas story. I'm sorry, but it's sad. It'll either break your heart in two or make you scratch your head. A few years ago on Christmas Eve, Santa was at our house. He must have been tired because he laid down for a minute on our couch. He jumped up in a hurry, checked all his reindeer, flew off into the darkness. They was scratching from ear to ear. It was the loudest Christmas we ever had, one we'll never forget. Scratched and itched and combed our hair, and we're not over it yet. Santa Claus don't come to our house anymore, don't care if we're naughty or nice. We're the ones that gave Santa Claus and all his reindeer lice. They's late getting back to the North Pole. It took them 3 or 4 days. They scratched and itched so doggone much they almost lost their way. Santa Claus shaved all his hair off, and he shaved his whiskers too. When he shaved the hair off all the reindeer, Rudolph's nose turned blue. It was the lousiest Christmas we ever had, one we'll never forget. Scratched and itched and combed our hair, we're not over it yet. Santa Claus don't come to our house anymore, don't care if we're naughty or nice. We're the ones that gave Santa Claus and all his reindeer lice. We wrote Santa Claus a letter. He called us on the phone, said he'd drop our presents in the yard, but he wouldn't come in our home. So every year on Christmas Eve, out in the snow and ice, he drops them presents in the yard 'cause he don't want to catch no lice. Was the lousiest Christmas we ever had, one we'll never forget. Scratched and itched and combed our hair, we're not over it yet. Santa Claus don't come to our house anymore, don't care if we're naughty or nice. We're the ones that gave Santa Claus and all his reindeer lice. Now you've heard our Christmas story. I told you it was sad. I know it's about to kill you, so go on and scratch your head. I remember one Christmas, you got the whooping cough real bad. And Mama, she had a cure-all. She would give you no matter what happened to you. I remember one time I stuck a nail in my foot and she gave me a half a bottle of Castor Oil. I said, that ain't gonna help this nail in my foot. She said it wouldn't hurt you, but she cured you with that Castor Oil.
Whooping cough.
Yep. She made him drink a whole bottle and he went around there for 3 days, looked like a deer in the headlights. He was scared to death to cough. But tell him about the
cats.
Yeah, tell him about them cats.
We had an old tomcat hung around there all the time. One day, Mama had that bottle of castor oil out giving us a dose, and she went to sit on the table, and it fell out on the floor and spilled all out on the floor. That old tomcat licked up about a half a bottle of castor oil. We washed him out for about an hour or two later. He's up on the ridge behind the house. He had 6 more cats with him. 2 digging, 2 covering, and 2 hunting new territory.
That was kind of like the way it was, Christmas in the mountains. It's Christmas in the mountains, I'm glad it's finally here. Kinfolk have come out of the woods we ain't seen since last year. Yonder comes old Levi with his shotgun and his dog. This year he's got a big doe deer, last year he brought a wild hog. Tune up the old banjo and the rosin up the fiddle bow. We'll play every song we know. Look outside, it's starting to snow. Barn's all fixed up real nice. Christmas tree and a Christmas light. Celebrate the birth of Christ. It's Christmas in the mountains. It's Christmas in the mountains, kinfolks are coming in. Here comes Luke, all them kids, he must have 8 or 10. Mama's fixed a country ham, homemade cakes and the homemade jam. I'm so glad I'm who I am, it's Christmas in the mountains. Tune up the old banjo and the rosin up the fiddle bow. We'll play every song we know. Look outside, it's starting to snow. Barn's all fixed up real nice. A Christmas tree and a Christmas light. Celebrate the birth of Christ. It's Christmas in the mountains. It's Christmas in the mountains, I'm glad it's finally here. Pot of shuck beans on the stove and cold smoke in the air. Well, the women folk are busy and the kids are having fun. Later on the men folk will go out and shoot their gun. Tune up the old banjo and the rosin up the fiddle bow. We'll play every song we know. Look outside, it's starting to snow. Barn is all fixed up real nice. Christmas tree and the Christmas lights. Celebrate the birth of Christ. It's Christmas in the mountain. It's Christmas in the mountain. You know, you said I got a ball glove one year. I remember one year you got a football.
Yeah, I got a football. The only thing I got for Christmas that year was a football. And I carried that football around protecting it. Everybody said, why don't you go outside and play your football? I said, no, I don't want to get dirty. And they kept on and said, go outside and play your football. Well, I carried it outside and I looked around. I said, man, I sure would like to kick this football. So I let loose and I kicked her ball just as high as she would go a whip in there. Well, the main street of town went right in front of our house. And a cattle truck come by. And my football hit in the back end of a cattle truck heading out of town. I stood there and watched my Christmas leave town in the back end of a cattle truck.
Stood there with his hat in his hand and said, Merry Christmas. One of the things I remember most about Christmas when we was younger, we didn't have money for decorations. We would string up popcorn on a thread, remember, and string it around the tree and make popcorn balls and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, them was real Christmas trees. The star on top made out of tin foil, because, you know, you couldn't buy stuff like that. Do you believe that our governor had a notion to call our state Christmas tree a holiday tree so he wouldn't offend nobody? But we fought it here in Kentucky and we won. And if that happens in your state, stand up for the truth. I wrote a song about it. It's called The Holiday Tree. We've been a lot of places playing music. Seen a lot of things for sure. If it's the good Lord will, gonna keep on traveling. Maybe get to see a little more. I seen a catfish, seen a horse fly, a needle with an eye they couldn't see. I thought I'd seen about everything, but ain't never seen a holiday tree. Jesus is a reading for the season. He's always gonna be. He's the Lord of the Lords and the King of Kings, and the born on Christmas Day. A holiday is a holy day. It's a holy day for us. It's a day we celebrate the birth of Christ. That's why they call it Christmas. Seen a hot dog stand, heard a rubber band in the market made for a flea. Seen a broad jump in a bicycle pump, and I know you ain't gonna believe me. One time I seen a politician tell the truth, at least that's what he had to say. Thought I'd seen about everything, but ain't never seen a holiday tree. Jesus is the reading for the season. He's always gonna be. He's the Lord of lords and the King of kings, and the born on Christmas Day. The holiday is a holy day. It's a holy day for us. It's a day we celebrate the birth of Christ, and that's why they call it Christmas. Well, they tried to take the 10 Commandments, took a Bible out of schools. I thought we lived in a democracy where the majority's supposed to rule. Now they're trying to call Christmas something else. What they're gonna think of next? On Judgment Day, I'd rather be right than politically correct. Jesus is a reading for the season. He's always gonna be. He's the Lord of lords and the King of kings, and the born on Christmas Day. A holiday is a holy day. It's a holy day for us. It's a day we celebrate the birth of Christ, and that's why they call it Christmas. It's a day we celebrate the birth of Christ, and that's why they call it Christmas. better be getting rid of these Christmas presents, give them to one another. We got to go pick up Aunt Lardonia. She's Christmas shopping down at the Goodwill store.
Oh, yeah.
She bought me them pair of combat boots last year, remember?
Yeah.
Down there, they wouldn't fit Mickey Mouse.
Both of them for the left foot, wasn't they?
Yeah.
All right, then.
Well, brother, I'm going to go on and just give it to you. It's I didn't wrap it up, but it's in a pretty sack.
Let me see what I did.
What'd you get me?
Wait a minute, I don't see what I got. I may not give you nothing.
It's really special.
Set a guitar string. Doggone. They're signed by Doc Watson, Merle Travis, and Chet Atkins. Look at them.
Yeah.
Autographs.
It took me some doing to get them autographs on there like that, but I got them for you, brother. You're special. I told you you'd be special.
I like that. That's nice. I may not even use them. I'm just going to save them. But I got you something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but, I noticed I got you a nicer bag you got me.
Well.
But go ahead. Merry Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoy.
He's good to me. I know I count on you, brother. He does it every year. That's going to fix my banjo case.
All right, then.
You good to me, brother.
I can't help you.
Kind of gets me right there, pal.
I know it does. It's what Christmas is all about. Getting to you.
I tell you, it does. Christmas is like that. It's a time for family, love, and to remember our Lord and Savior. We need to close this out. Thank you, folks, for sharing this with us, and I hope we've done something that you can enjoy your Christmas season with, and I hope we've done something to help you forget all your troubles and hardships and sickness and sadness. And let's close it out with a pretty one. What do you think?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Pull my finger.
If you'd like more of the Moron Brothers, then check out their free online TV channel at moronbrothers.carbontv.com, but don't forget to click the follow button. You can also friend them on Facebook by searching the Moron Brothers Bluegrass. If you'd like to purchase Moron Brothers CDs, DVDs, or other products, then visit themoronbrothersstore.com. Finally, for booking information at non-alcohol events, send us a private message on Facebook.
Yeah.